think, your first breakout role. You've had a few now, but once.
Yeah.
On Broadway.
Yeah.
You started off Broadway with it in 2011, then transferred to Broadway, earned 11 Tony nominations, won Best Musical. I mean, this was...
Yeah, it was crazy.
And how long were you on the run for this? Like over 2 years?
It was like a year, when all was said and done between downtown and uptown, it was like a year and a half.
A year and a half.
Yeah.
Of like 8 shows a week.
Yeah, you have no life. It's crazy. It's really wild. In a way that, like, I don't think a lot... I mean, it's amazing because you're, like, I got to do that role in that show and everyone in it. I'm still very close with everyone from that experience and, like... But, yeah, you have no life. Like, you can't talk on the phone during the day. Like, everything is about your voice. It's like, such a marathon.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people don't understand that about...
They don't get it because you people go to the show, you lie, let's go to the theater tonight. Oh, cool, they did a show, great, they were wonderful. They gotta go back and do that same thing tomorrow with the same amount of verve and emotion and energy. 8 times
I just did a play recently, and someone came and saw it, and they were like, you know, and he was this, like, I saw him in a bar afterward. He was some rando, I don't know who he was, and he was like, you know, I didn't like it, and I was like, okay, and he was like, and I didn't understand a lot of it, and I was like, all right, and I said, I just out of curiosity, what do you want me to do with this? Because I got to do this 8 more fucking times this week, and he was like, well, you can talk to someone, and I was like, no, they've all left. I'm just doing this for 3 months, so what do you want me to do? And he was like, well, it's just something for you to think about. And I was like, I'm not going to think about it. So what do you want from this interaction? And he was like, oh, well, I'm sorry. And then he wrote me a sorry card.
Wow.
I know, and delivered it to the theater, and it was beautiful. And he was like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize. And I felt great. I'm not fucking sorry.
Put one in the win column for Cristin Milioti. And are we talking about Lazarus?
Yes.
This was this is. Did you guys hear about this show? You were on Lazarus this past winter, and it actually has now the sad distinction of being one of the last works that David Bowie ever completed before his death. This was based off using his music, right? And actually he passed away during the final week of the show. How difficult were those final shows to do? I mean, that must have been...
Yeah, it was very... I don't like to talk about it still, because I think I'm...
Is it still?
Yeah, I'm just, I think, trying to, like, process it still. But it was very emotional, to say the least. I think for for us and for everyone who came and saw it.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
Was David involved?
Yeah.
With you and the show, like, so you had a lot of interactions with him?
Yeah, we had interactions with him, and he was, like, everything you've ever read that everyone said about him being lovely and generous and was absolutely true, and it was just a very wild, intense time, and I'm just so thankful that I got to be a part of that.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Were there any signs that he was sick? I mean, was it a complete shock or everybody?
We didn't know, no.
No.
But he was always lovely and wonderful, and yeah.
Well, would it be too emotional to show a clip of you from
I've never seen that.
You've never seen it?
No, and I would is it okay if we don't?
Yeah, I guess, you can watch it. You guys can watch it on YouTube.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
No, you know why? Because I have such a... Oh, this is gonna make me... You know what? I don't care. I have, like, such a specific memory of that experience, and so I know about the clip you're talking about, and I've stayed away from it, because I'm like, well, I want to remember it how I remember it. I mean, I would have to... You could show it. I just would, like, go to the bathroom
I will respect your wishes. No, but you can watch that on YouTube if you want, because unfortunately...
I've really sold it for you.